Checking here to bring you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, the lights are extremely bright, but that's okay because we are going to be going over a very good and neat and interesting take on the critter cannons and a good strategy that I've been using a little bit today with them. So this is something that we always discuss about the Proto-Troops being good for. Literally every single Proto-Troop that comes out, we always talk about how they're good as a support troop, as like a single tank in the back, and then we just, the only thing we ever do is just use like all the one Proto-Troop, like spam, like tons of GB and stuff. So let's go over today how to use them well, and let's fire up a little bit of GB. Let's go ahead and open some of these crates. Maybe we get a little bit of gold back. Man, opening trader crates is boring now. It's just like, I don't know. It's good stuff that you get, but they need to revamp it so you get, I don't know if they need to revamp it, just, I don't know. I guess the crates are good because you get hero tokens out of them and stuff, but they just don't, I don't know. Like, let me know down below in the comments if you agree or disagree, but they just don't seem as exciting as they were when they first came out. Maybe that's just the chicken being a goofball, guys. Maybe you guys totally disagree, but that's what we're going to say. That's what we've said. That's what we're sticking with. And look at the hero tokens. Damn. Over almost 75, 74. Oops, there's one more chest left. Back. And we'll get that up, and then we'll buy the rest of the critter cannons. We got 75 hero tokens. What are we going to be able to gem up with this? Okay, we can get energy drink up to max level. That's going to be nice. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and dive on into today's Dr. Terrence, guys, you guessed it. Yes, that is the official Dr. Terrence whistle if you've not heard it before. Okay, so we're going to be using Rifle Cryozuka Medic, and I'm actually going to switch heroes. I don't like Brick as much for this strategy. I don't think she's very good. I'm going to go ahead and bring out, not gems, nice try Supercell. We almost hit it by mistake. We're going to bring out Everspark and the Critter Swarm and just have even more critters. So, the idea behind this strategy, guys, if you couldn't figure it out already, it's just to have extra critters floating around in the back. I mean, for 12 GBE to shoot off 6 critters in different directions every now and then it's pretty good. It's a pretty solid use of a Proto-Troop. So we'll go ahead. We'll actually put the units down on stage 3 and just get kind of an idea of how this is going to work. So the tricky part about this here is going to be the landing, because you see the critter cannon. If the landing is full of boom cannons, then you're actually, there's a pretty high risk that your critter cannon is going to get hit by the boom cannon, because it kind of steps out in front of that boat. So maybe throw a smoke down, maybe do a smoke landing, but you see once you get going, it's not going to be in range of anything. So, but like, look at this. This is the idea. You just get a whole frontal wall of critters. So you have the rifleman. The rifleman didn't even go down there. Obviously, I know stage 3 Dr. Terrence chicken, but yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea. So we'll try that again. And another good thing you can do is just go like this. You can throw your critters out first, or you can just wait and throw your critter cannon out last. Man, saying critter cannon this many times is kind of driving me insane, so I'm going to try not to do that anymore. But we'll just call them the Proto-Tank guys. So we'll go ahead and throw some gunboat energy down in the back here and get some more critters going out like that. But I was using it on some player bases earlier today, and it just seemed to work really, really well. Yeah, definitely interested to hear some more of your guys' thoughts. We threw up in the community section of YouTube. If you don't know what that is, then hit the bell, because then you'll be able to get notified of whenever we actually post. I do giveaways and stuff in the community tab section occasionally, so make sure you stay on top of that. And yeah, so we'll see what we can do here to clean up this landing a little bit, and then we'll go Everspark, then we'll go Zukas, then we'll go Critter Cannon here. Something like that is going to be the idea. Obviously, we're going to have to use GB to take down these rocket launchers now, because stage 5 they are going to start picking off our troops a little bit, and we have to focus on the base a little bit more than just throwing our troops down, guys. So we'll go like this, and we'll get the shock launchers down. We'll throw another artillery right over here, and look at all the critters that we have. This is crazy. So it's just getting like a Donald Trump wall of critters out. Probably, maybe we shouldn't call it that. And just seeing what exactly we can get done here with using this kind of wall of critters. So obviously, you're going to want to look out for splash damage defenses. They're just going to wreck your critters instantly and kind of make the whole strategy kind of useless. So You gotta look out for that stuff. Boom! Look at that. Look at all the stones we got on that base. 6 shards, 3 fragments, 1 crystal. Guaranteed. Yeah, not unguaranteed crystal, so we will take that. And let's dive into stage 6. So at this point, we're going to have to actually focus a little bit up on the base. And I'm seeing a lot of mortars here on this right side. That's going to be fine for the way we're going to land here, because I don't see anything else that's really going to punish us too badly. So I'm going to go like this and throw a shock out like that. And then I'm just going to keep the critters rolling. And I'm going to try to keep the mortars distracted with those critters as best as we can. We only have 1 boat of medics. Maybe the boat of medics is kind of useless. Maybe it's not, but we'll go ahead and we're just going to lob some GBE right into the center here just to kind of damage up everything. And just make that, make our way through that left side a little bit easier. So we'll go like that, and I'm going to wait on spawning too many critters. So you see right there, it sits way back. It's same range as the Rainmakers and everything, and all the other Proto-Troops. So you don't have to really worry. Like, you don't really have to think about the critter cannon once you put it down, because it's just gonna stay in the back of everything, especially if all your troops are up front like this. You're using some kind of a wide spread out strategy, then it's gonna work really well. And you see right there, the flamethrowers are all distracted with the critters. They're not firing at any of these Zukas or Cryos that kind of wandered into the range of the flamethrower, so that kind of worked out to our advantage. So moving on to stage 7. Stage 7, Dr. Terrence, what do we have in store? So, yeah, a lot of you guys were saying that you wanted to see Everspark with the critter cannon. You thought that was a pretty good strategy, and so far I would agree. Okay, so what do we got to work on here, chicken? We got to take out these rocket launchers first. These are going to be a big priority. We want to get these out of the way just because it's gonna mess up our landing. I've also found with this strategy that it can either you can fall on your face really quickly with it if you're not paying attention. So we're gonna have to save at least 1 shock for the beach here. Okay, so we got some critters there. So we'll go like this, and then we'll go like that, and then we'll go ahead like that. We'll shock right about there. Now, okay, this is where it gets tricky, because that shock launcher is really going to do some work. If it fires again and gets everyone in the center, that might actually be the end of the raid. But if we can get them spread out, guys, we might be okay here. Let's get some critters going out. We got to start the Great Critter Wall, as the chicken likes to call it. And, okay, so, kind of a greasy start. Let's go ahead and shock all this way back in here. And see if our Zukas can get away with getting some damage done. We'll go up this way next. We still have to take out that rocket launcher on the far side, which is definitely going to be a task, but we'll see what we can do here. We'll see what we can do. So, let's actually save up our GBE over here, because we got to get this rocket launcher, man. We got to get that rocket launcher. Okay, so we'll throw a barrage right about there. And the critters are the only thing that are saving us right now. We don't really have many troops left at this point, so bit of a flop, but I think that's okay, guys. So we'll continue to work away on this rocket launcher over here on the side. Maybe we'll get lucky with all the critters. Who really knows at this point? We still do have enough Zukas if we can keep them just alive themselves to finish the base off, but there's way too many mortars at this point. I mean, 1 mortar shell in the wrong spot is just going to decimate us here. Okay, so we're hanging on by the skin of our beaks, by the clucking of our feathers. We're not getting enough critter cannons off. I need 1 more artillery for that. Okay, so this isn't going to work, guys. It's not going to fly. We're in the chicken no-fly zone with that one, guys. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can try something else. Maybe we could throw in an extra critter cannon and take out a boat of riflemen, or actually, let's just try that again and try to clean up the landing. I think the landing was just kind of what screwed us right off the start. We didn't pay enough attention. We didn't pay enough respect to the shock launcher, guys. You always got to pay your respects to the shock launcher. So we'll go like this, and like this, and then like this, and like that. Something like that, guys, I think is going to be the chicken play of the day. And we'll go over here like this. We'll just get everyone kind of launched out right at once. And we'll get a shock going down there. We'll get some critters up on the side. This is looking a little bit better. I am going to throw a medkit down just to help with that machine gun and rocket launcher damage that we're seeing right kind of in the front. This is looking a lot better, guys. So here's what I mean about, like, it all kind of comes down to the landing. It can either make or break the raid, like, quite literally. So now we still have these 2 rocket launchers, so I'm going to keep them shocked for now, while we still kind of work our way up this right side here. Let's throw some more critters out this way. And, okay, so our troops are kind of going into the death zone. Okay, so we don't want any more critters. We do want another shock bomb right about there. Boom. slow those guys down a little bit here, chicken. Tropical Dr. Terrence is turning into a bit of a struggle, guys, which is kind of embarrassing, honestly. But, okay, so 19, 22, please. Okay, we got another shock there. Okay, so we still have some Zukas on the right side. We still have some on the left. I could have reflared them, but too many mortars, man. There's too many mortars for these kind of delicate, spread out troop strategies that we're trying to use here. Okay, so, okay, this isn't gonna work. Alright, so that's not gonna work, guys. That's not gonna work. So, what we can do instead is just bring out the Zukas. When in doubt, guys, you gotta sacrifice the critter cannons in the name of the Zuka. So, we'll see if we can get the girls loaded up here. And, yeah, so we didn't get very far with the critter cannon. I think some of that was on the chicken, though, so we'll blame the chicken for that one. And we'll dive on into Dr. Terrence. You see, we do have that caution flag on the one boat of Zukas, which is kind of funny, but, nonetheless, here we go, guys. Here we go. So we'll go like this. We do see a mine right there. And we'll go like that. Clear a little bit of an opening for us. And then we'll go like this and like this. And then we'll get all the Zukas down like that. Having some flashbacks, guys. We haven't done a Dr. Terrence. We haven't especially struggled on the Dr. Terrence on the channel in a long time. So hope you guys enjoy the bit of the flashback Thursday we got going on here. So we'll go out like this. Nice, clean, easy path. No smokes. No struggles. We'll get a battle orders loaded up. And we'll lock right onto the HQ just like that. And we want to throw our critters right about here. Is going to be the sweet spot. And then we'll go right about here with the next one. So 1 shot, 2 shots, and 3 shots. Boom. Stage 7 goes down. We're back. So let me know what you think of the critter cannon strategy, guys. Maybe it's not the greatest. Maybe it is the greatest. Let me know what you think of that down below in the comments. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found this thing entertaining or informative. And we'll see you in the next one, guys. Chicken out. Bye.